I like my now. No, no viewers yet. Maybe if I make her dance. You right?
There you go. It's banned from mine.
What's that?
I said gets banned from mine.
No, no, it's
Not on YouTube.
It's already marked. Yeah, not on
Yep.
YouTube.
Gotcha.
That's what I said. It's already marked not made for kids. No, nothing. We got fucking nothing.
They're napping.
Not the right time of day. It's a Saturday. It's on a Saturday. Actually, no. You would get let's see. What time is it?
2:30.
2:30.
27.
So it'd be 8:30 in London.
Mm.
No, it's the right
Wake up.
time. No. What's that?
I said wake up.
Maybe it was picking up that it was above. Here, let's try this. Yeah, we're on me. Oh yeah. Take that. Take that ankle.
I'm looking to see if there. No, not yet.
No.
Not yet.
No.
Yeah.
Got no views so far.
Lame. They're lame.
Yeah, most of the time. Do. It's like I was telling Bible jokes earlier. So for whatever reason, I had a song pop into my head from Awanas when I was a little kid, and this girl I tattooed is my age, and she's like, "Oh God, I haven't heard that since Awanas," and I was like, "Where'd you go to Awanas at?" She's like, "Brain Trump," and like, so I was like, "That's where I'm like, probably freaking like." We were in the Awanas together. I don't remember her, but like, well, that's funny. Because we love Jesus. Or maybe he loves me. Jesus loves me. This I know. Is that going to get me some followers and some views? Right?
No.
Nothing. I got nothing. You know what? All you people who aren't watching can go fuck yourself.
There you go.
Yeah.
And those of you that are watching,
Welcome.
it sounded like
We
when I was like a
appreciate
movie.
you.
Appreciate your likes. Appreciate your face. Thanks for being alive. Oh, hello there. You're welcome.
One. No?
I had
one.
Yeah.
They're still there. They're hanging on.
Yeah. They're amazing. Whoever that one person is.
They're awesome.
You.
It's me.
Is it really?
No.
That was not nice. That was not nice.
Two. You suck.
Crushed
Not you.
my hopes
You.
and dreams. Well, howdy there, neighbor. Welcome to the channel. Alright, they'll disappear as soon as
Yep,
I
they're
talk to
gone.
them. Yeah, as soon as I talk to them, they're out.
They were promised ankles.
Pinup books.
Peanut books and
Pinup books and ankles.
bare ankles.
And Bible verses.
Their bathroom.
Yes, it's right back behind us.
Yeah.
This doesn't hurt nearly as bad as that wrist.
I've gotten nicer.
I appreciate you.
Where did this come from? That I appreciate you instead of thinking like saying thank you and shit like that. It's so lame.
I don't know. I say it a lot at work because I do appreciate my staff. I say thank you to them.
When people started saying I appreciate you, I was like, that doesn't even sound like a proper grammar. Like, I appreciate you. Just say fucking thank you. Yeah, change the fucking English language all of a sudden. Just because you're Gen Z, you know, where freaking gotta make them mark.
I can't even hire Gen Z.
What do you do?
A recovery manager. So I have a day program. And then I have a
What's
peer
a,
support program.
what's a recovery manager?
I work at Northern Tier Counseling, so I oversee, it's our day program, our psychiatric rehabilitation.
It's for drugs or?
Drugs and alcohol and also mental health. And then I also have
That's what I do.
the other program is
I
peer
do.
support.
I deal with mental health.
Yeah,
This-
and drug and alcohol.
well, not so much drugs and alcohol, but I encourage that stuff. I am the anti-drugs and alcohol counselor. I'm like, you want to do some together?
All for the alcohol. I think half of us in management hit that bottle.
Like, I barely do because my wife quit drinking. So now, like, if I drink alone, and
That's not fun.
it's not very fun.
No.
It's not fun at all. If you or a loved one are suffering from drug and alcohol abuse, call Mindy. 570-665. Whatever the rest of the number is for Northern Tier Counseling. Extension Mindy.
Yep.
you want to help them. Don't forget to tip the counselor. If you used to tip the bartender, then go fucking tip the counselor. They're helping you more. Wouldn't that be something?
To tip the counselor?
If you got tips, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a service industry, right?
Sure.
Like I get tips.
I get irritated when people don't tip.
What's
Like,
that?
I said I get irritated when people don't tip, like bartenders and, you know, wait staff, and even when I go to get my nails or hair done.
What do you think an appropriate tip on a dinner meal of $200 or something? Would you still say it's 20%?
Yeah, 20, 25. If they weren't great service, 10. If it's, usually if they pay attention, like if I'm out to dinner with my grandkids or something and say they go above and beyond to like make sure that the kids, you know, are taken care of and acknowledged, I will do 25, 30.
Or if they screw up the order?
It's probably 15. Well, ask this one. She used to work at Subway.
People don't tip at Subway, do they?
They do. What's an inappropriate
That's
tip for
disgusting.
like a restaurant? If you're out eating,
20 outside.
what if they mess up your order?
Oh, I was
I
saying,
wouldn't blame
for
it
us,
on that,
I
on the
was,
waitress.
what's that?
I said if they messed up my order, I wouldn't use it against on the waitress. Like,
But a lot of places now, whatever
If it was
you
the
tip,
waitress
it's
that-
split.
If the waitress was the one who screwed it up?
then I would say 10 or 15 maybe, unless
That's what
they're
I
willing
think.
to, you know, take it back and get it redone.
What was the average tip at Subway?
We get tips at Subway.
That's
Really?
what I
They do
said.
now.
Yeah, when I worked there, no. I mean, we had like a tip jar that they could tip if they wanted to, but very rarely would we ever like
I'm
walk
gonna
Really?
say tips are not a, it's not a normal thing to tip at Subway.
Starbucks now, they ask for tips, but I don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't tip at a fast food or something like that.
Like I tip at Dunkin'.
Dunkin', yep. Honestly, with Dunkin', like I would go in usually at the end of the year because I always had the same girl that did my order. So I would give her a Christmas card with a gift card to it that was specifically just for her, so she didn't have to split it with other people.
Now, I did have, when I worked at Subway, it was my last year, I had a regular, it was a family, it was always the mom and the kids that would come in. It was every Tuesday night, and they would get the same thing every time. And she always only wanted me. And then that Christmas, the father came in. I've never even met him. It was always the mom and the two kids. And he came right up to the register. He saw my name tag, so he knew it was me. And he's like, I just want to say thank you for how you treat my wife and my kids. And he gave me a $100 bill as a Christmas tip.
Oh.
He's like, I just want this to go to you because I know that you're always the one that helps them. Completely unexpected. I didn't know what to do because we had a little tree in front of the register, and what we did was every night we would take the tips off of the tree and put it in an envelope, and that was like our Christmas bonus, and she would split it up between us. And he's like, I don't want this to go on the tree, I want it to just go to you. And I remember it was Kieran that was working with me that night, and I was like, what do I do? And I was like, do I take it? Do I tell Michelle and ask her? And I texted Michelle, and she's like, no, you keep it. You deserve that.
You got it, girl.
It was so sweet. I was not expecting that. I cried. my last day of work, because it was a Tuesday, and I saw them, and I told her that I was leaving. That was hard leaving somewhere, because I had so many regulars that would come in, and
Thank God you're not serving them those nice people that poison
so
anymore.
seriously.
I hate
I haven't eaten Subway in over 20 years.
Yeah,
Subway.
I can't now, it's ruined for me, like, I mean, I know the food is safe and good, but
That's
Mm,
I can't,
questionable.
it's kind of ruined for me, eating it every single day
It's
for
not,
like
it's
4
not,
years.
it's definitely not safe. There is milk in the freaking meat.
The frozen foods I wouldn't eat, like the frozen chicken in that, like the sweet chicken teriyaki in that, I can't eat that. That was, once I saw that coming from the bag, I'm like, no.
I just buy this stuff and make it at home.
Yeah.
Even with lunch meat, like I'm funny, like say I go to the deli and I get lunch meat sliced or something, it's usually after like a day or two, I can't eat it.
Mm-hmm. No,
I
'cause
have
when
to
you
get
get
the
like
all
that
natural.
slimy, yeah.
And we only do that, we buy that and when we're going on road trips.
Mm-hmm.
Because we'll do like bacon and turkey sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're great. Everybody loves them. And road trip, perfect.
And if I make burgers at home, I make my own Big Mac sauce.
Let's say if you make burgers.
Burgers at home, I make my own Big Mac sauce. And then I usually make a pretty decent sized container of it, so in the future I can just use that on burgers instead of having to make it every single time.
That's what I do
Yeah.
with my bacon jam.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to, I have to do that at some point, is make spicy mayo. And
How do you do that? What do you put in
Spice-
spicy mayo?
spicy mayo, it's just sriracha and mayonnaise.
Yeah.
They need to eat the shit out of that.
Mm-hmm. Especially on chicken wraps, that would be good.
Make it for sushi, because we make sushi at home.
Mm.
Do some YouTube classes, you can learn how to make that.
Mm. Nope, I'm on strike for cooking right now. I don't make homemade meals at the moment.
Yeah, neither does my wife for the past freaking 20 years.
I love
20
cooking, but
years.
I'm on strike.
What'd you have for dinner last night?
Hot dogs and mac and cheese.
Ooh, freaking white trash buffet style.
Mm-hmm.
That's a white trash banquet. Sorry, not buffet. Banquet. White trash banquet.
Did you eat it?
Yeah.
That's what I asked for my 30th birthday.
Hot dogs?
Or
and
sorry,
mac
sorry,
and
40th birthday for my 40th. Yeah. Yeah, because we don't eat it. We don't eat. It's not something we eat on a regular, but it's like
Yeah.
nostalgia. It's childhood nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like- Heck yeah, and then I want to play kind of like Mario Kart and freaking.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Guitar Hero.
Mm-hmm.
No, I have a projector. And I take, it's the old N64 controllers that plug into the computer.
Oh yeah.
They're only $15 a piece, so I bought those on Amazon. And got just a mod. So it's the old freaking Mario Kart.
Nice.
And we hook it up to the projector and have it on the side of the garage.
Awesome. Yes.
Good times.
Well, a beach trip I went on with the Tappins, we watched on the projector Jaws on the beach.
Nice.
We set up the projector on the beach and all sat in the sand and we watched Jaws
Nice.
at like 9 o'clock at night. It was awesome.
Yeah, we watched Edward Scissorhands in the fall the one time, just on and it was so nostalgic of like how I felt like a drive-in because of the time of year and because it was outside and and the movie, being from the 90s and stuff. It was just like
I miss the drive-ins.
Yeah. Yeah, I get the one.
Yeah,
in
do they
Elmira
still-
fixed.
we still have one somewhere. It's nice.
There was one in Elmira, and then I want to say there was one, was it towards Wilkes-Barre, Scranton?
You know,
I can't remember.
the one in Dixon City closed.
Okay, that's
That
the
was
one I was
open for a
thinking
while,
of.
but I wasn't sure if the one in Dixon City closed before the one in Wysox, or if they closed at the same time.
The Y-Sox one's been closed a long time.
That's what I'm saying. I think that this Dixon City one was like the same.
Same
but,
time.
Yeah. It's understandable why they're not around,
Yeah,
for $20 a car or whatever.
yeah.
It used to be 10. A long, long time ago. I don't know. It seems like should have been sustainable because they had the snacks and everything like that,
Right,
and you didn't have to pay for a building to upkeep.
right.
Just open one. Just open one. You have a field.
Oh,
Elmira
we have
still
the
has theirs,
farm.
they just have to fix it.
What happened to it?
Lightning. Was when we had that big storm a couple months ago. And
Oh.
Lightning hit it and
Lightning hit what?
lightning hit the drive-through.
The drive-in
Or the
in
drive-in.
Elmira.
But if you have a barn, you just paint the side of it white.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure the field drains.
I'm trying to think of who I have it even.
Buy a popcorn maker.
Mm-hmm.
Buy some boxes of candy bars and shit from Pepper Sam's Club.
Nachos and fake cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, they are up and running again.
Are they? Oh,
Yeah. It was on April 30th, but they're up and running now.
Yeah, really, they're probably a bad investment. Probably a poor investment.
because I don't know how much they probably have to pay to have the movie.
I don't know, that's something you could probably just ask. What's my call it, yeah. In Towanda,
The theater?
yeah. Because they could, to have movies play
Yeah.
out of it. They probably, yeah, you could totally buy a projector on Amazon. And hell, Sam's Club has those huge 1800 watt freaking speakers now for
Mhm.
right now for sale. Like you Bluetooth to those. Yeah.
You're
But you
made.
only need one of those.
Yeah.
That thing will freaking play for a concert venue. 1800 watts, that's freaking huge. Like, there's no reason anybody even needs that for a freaking house party. Like, can you drown out all your guests so freaking not
Right.
be able to fucking hear?
Right.
Like, I mean, like maybe if you're playing a concert for a bar, like a loud bar, but that's a lot of watts for a.
For a house.
Yeah. Fucking novelty. Okay, check out how loud this can go. Cool, now turn it back down so everybody can fucking hear
So you
themselves
can-
talk.
yeah. I like to be able to hear people.
I have an 1100 watt PA, and I can use that to play by myself with an acoustic guitar and a microphone, and I can play to an entire bar room, no problem. It's plenty loud. Fluctuating up and down. Did you find it? Did you find me?
I don't think there's something else.
I sent you the link.
Did you?
Yeah, in a text message. You and your sister.
This live has ended.
This video is private.
So you have to sign in.
I don't know my account with you.
Just use your Google. Do you not have Google?
We're gonna find out.
Oh, no, the video is private because it ended, and now it's private. Until I make it not private. Because I ended that stream and made
Oh, gotcha. You gotta remember the app.
Yeah. It's funny that it doesn't show up without it.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
to like and subscribe.
Okay, you got 4 people.
I haven't been talking to them. I'm afraid that I'll scare them away. I always leave and talk to them or talk about them. Therefore, yeah, don't bite hard.
So you want to be like a little thing.
No, just go there, Brian, but there you
Oh, mine didn't give me that option.
What was that?
She can hit like hearts and all of that.
Oh,
go. I don't know if that does anything for me, but
yeah. Yeah, that's why not? Yeah, no, my client yesterday, she had to like hit a button to in order to like get to that spot so like she could like add the
I'm old,
the
so
hearts
I
and
don't
stuff.
know that you can do that stuff.
oh, it's all
As you feel.
yeah.
We might put it in.
Well, if you can feel dated, you know.
She's so scared.
It's my ankle again. I don't think that really helps, you know.
Oh, ankle.
You end up with a really freaking weird fucking group of subscribers. It's like
oh, now it's zooming in.
Oh yeah, look at that.
cool.
No, look at oh, there it goes. Oh,
Just zooming in and out
yeah,
randomly.
there it goes.
Yeah. It's the phone doing it. It's like I hit a button for it to do it. I didn't even know it did that before. And then,
Did your daughter teach you?
No. No, but I found like I saw like when it was like this is working in the background and it was like what's working in the background? It's like video effects or whatever. And so I clicked on it and it was like do this. If you know, if you hit this button you can turn it on or off. If you do this you can turn this on or off. Or, you know, and stuff like that. So I was like, okay. And I turned it on. Well, that's awesome. Like having a camera person. Almost. Because obviously I can't control the zoom and stuff like that. And I like
Right.
the zoom thing because like I can't even do it. Like even if I was holding it, like I can't make it zoom when it's live. So maybe someday I'll have the entered web and I'll be able to use my GoPro and my camera and my other camera because I can like my one camera I can put on to the computer. It's a nice Canon, and I have my GoPro, which I could wear and attach to my iPad, and I have my phone, so I could literally do like join them all together and have it like switch and cut. But
What camera do you have?
oh, it's just a Rebel C3 or something like that. It's old, it's several years old. I traded my sister.
I thought
For a
you was
chick- for
gonna
a
traded
tattoo.
my sister in.
Yeah, I wish. No, no, I just traded my sister for it. I gave her a tattoo for the camera. My sister's not worth that much.
Since Daytonas are expensive. I've
They
been
are.
on a search for a Sony A7 III for a year now.
Oh, you didn't get one?
Mm-mm. No, I was smart. I paid my yearly car insurance instead. So I don't have to worry about it for a year.
Way to be an adult.
Yeah, I was smart. It's like, you know, when it's meant to be, it'll be. Until then, I'll just use the Canon that I have now. And I got a backup for the wedding, so, you know. And it'll be.
I don't even use my Canon ever. I should.
I never realized that area is tender.
Little.
Don't
That's
forget,
what- that's what-
25-cent charge for whining.
That's what she said.
I'm not whining.
That part's tender.
I just said it's tender. I didn't be like,
That's
ow,
what she-
that hurts.
With an ankle in there. I need a big head. Some people call me Beelzebub, but you can call me Beelzebub. Okay. Stephen Lynch. You ever heard of him?
Mhm.
Yes. One of my favorites is Craig Christ. Craig is Jesus' brother. Did you know that Jesus had a brother? It's in the Bible.
Is it?
Yeah. Craig. Okay, Craig. Craig Christ. I don't drink water in the vomit in the Cold Coors Light. I'm fucking Craig.
Bible verse 43:02. I'll look it up.
What's that?
I said Bible verse 43:02. Look it up.
Yeah,
5 more viewers.
talking about Craig Christ. It's really funny. I tell people all the time, I can turn my freaking YouTube into African, like a dating service. Like, well, people are getting tattooed like, Mindy here is 27 years old. So like long walks on the beach, like everybody. That's who fucking does it. I like adventure, but really, I like watching adventure on TV. Okay. I don't want to go for a walk in the woods. I'll
Yeah.
watch somebody go for a walk in the woods.
Don't like snakes and spiders.
Let's see how you like being 27,
Oh. Yeah, I definitely don't want to go back in time.
I know.
I spent my 30th birthday crying in my bedroom all day long because I thought it was the end of the world.
Oh, I cried when I turned 27.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I wasn't rich and famous.
Oh,
Supposed to die at 27, like everybody, you know, all the 27 club.
oh.
All right, people in interweb land, don't forget to drop a comment like a deuce. Like and subscribe. What's that?
I like a goose.
Kinda. So ridiculous. That's what makes it good, though. Like, the more absurd you can actually be, the better. Come on, improve my ratings, people. Don't forget to share me with your friends. You know. There's-
Sharing is
yeah.
caring.
Yeah, there's enough of me to go around, okay? Got lots of ankle to go around. Put the sex book up here, huh? Taunt them in here. Just get him in here with the, oh my fucking god, it hurts. Ow, 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 ow. Are you okay? Did that help? That didn't help.
No,
Ow.
it's the ankle.
Yeah. This is one video tattoo meme, the sketch that the guy made. And he's like, he goes to the client's sitting there. He's like, before we begin, he's like, do I have permission to touch you? And she's like, how else are you supposed to fucking tattoo me? And he like clicks on some like fucking disco lights, and he freaking comes back and he's got a towel wrapped around him and like fucking baby oil and shit. Went to the ASMR freaking tattooing place.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to yoga tattooing. Now, before we begin, I want to make sure that you guys have drank some water. Did you drink some water today? Good. All right. First thing we're gonna do. We're reaching a whole different crowd here today with the owls. That'll be the S&M crowd coming through. Like, ooh, I heard owl. What are they doing? No, don't stop. You ever heard that joke before?
Mm-hmm.
Like those 3 words. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
No, don't stop.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a second. What are they saying? What are they actually saying? Pretty sure it said, don't stop. No, don't stop. Which is typically the case. Hurry. Hurry. Already there. Seven.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Goat Tattoo. that goat, the other. You ever hear about that?
I want to try that actually.
That's so stupid. So you can just come to my house and have the goats climb on it. If you
Okay.
want. Okay, your own goats. Little pygmy goats.
That would be so cool.
Oh. I think they would just like sit on your back and, you know, poop.
Yeah, but you could make a fortune. People pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'd be better off to teach the goats how to tattoo. And then all of a sudden the comments section here explodes. I'll totally get tattooed by the goat. It's really crazy. And I tell this to people all the time, is that the tattoos that are really bad get a lot of traction.
Oh,
Either-
really?
Well, yeah, either on Instagram or TikTok and stuff like that. They get thousands and thousands and thousands of views because people are hating on them. They don't get it. They don't
yeah.
get likes. They get comments
Yeah.
that are like, "Do you take walkouts?" That's my
great.
favorite comment of all time.
Take walkouts.
But, yeah, so it's just like people who are good tattooers who really ended up being really outshined by people who are bad because people like to watch the train wreck. They're like, "Oh my God, you gotta look at this! Look at this! Look at this! It's bad! Look how bad!" Makes me want to do a bad tattoo. I don't think it's too bad tattoos. Forget
I don't think people though that are good, that can do good tattoos and that would ever be able to do a bad one. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
well,
Because you would constantly be fixing it. So eventually it's gonna end up looking decent.
you could copy a bad tattoo.
That's true.
Which, there is a page dedicated to, what is it, Sucky Panther Sunday, hashtag Sucky Panther. And they make fun of this one. It was a bad tattoo one time ago. And they take it and they make it into different things. It's fucking hilarious. Because, this one tattoo page, I can't remember what the page is called. But it's like Sucky Panther Sunday. It might be.
have to look.
It might be Sucky Panther or Sucky Tattoos. It might be the Instagram page. But oh my God, it's hilarious because they've got one of they turned it into Mike Tyson and they're so ridiculous because it's all a dig on this one tattoo that happened
Right.
many years ago. Yeah. I think there was another one that was starting to evolve too. There was a whole nother tattoo. They were basically doing the same thing too. Because tattoo artists are unhinged as it is. So we're a wild bunch. So you can't expect us to behave at any point in time. We're all Satan worshiping drug addicts. %90. Could be more. Well, that's my guess. Don't forget to drop a comment like a deuce. You haven't dropped a comment yet. What's up with that over there?
I was liking me a bunch of hearts and stuff.
The comments are what gets the pushes you up the algorithm. Just like type in like hashtag trending or some shit. I don't know. No, actually, that's what I needed to do. Is I needed to look up what was trending. Then I talk about what's trending in while we're catching, and then it'll pop up on people's feeds.
Does it?
Sure. Yeah, we're live, so it'll like the AI YouTube is freaking listening to everything we're saying. Let's say so like if I mention like ASMR and stuff like that, it'll come up on those people's feeds. Like fine line tattooing. There's AI bots and stuff like that these big companies have working for them with. And they're practically supercomputers and they're watching everything that comes through. And because it's just AI, it's not a person, you know, it's like it's gonna pick up on keywords and stuff like that. It's gonna trigger it to put it toward other people. Now, granted, people with more subscribers are gonna be bumped up higher on that algorithm list because they already have the subscribers and stuff. It's just like discovering pages and stuff like that. Did you drop a poop emoji yet?
Did you put a poop emoji?
Trending tattoo ankle muffin. Should be hashtag ankle porn. What's great is you can actually be mean on my comments and chat section. I shut off the button that it takes out like mean comments and stuff. But people haven't seen that yet, noticed that yet anyway. They're like, you can say whatever you want. I'll allow it. I think freedom of speech is integral to who we are as people. And if you want to talk shit, do it honestly. Did I say hi? Did I say my bonjour? Hi, bonjour, aloha. Hola. Konnichiwa. Ni hao. Dobar den. Dobar sen. Jumbo. Shin dobry. Shin. Dobry. I haven't seen my Russian dude in a while. Ghost edits. I have a Russian guy who comes and he teaches me Russian words sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hasn't been in a while. It was cool till it stopped showing up.
Right.
Yeah.
He probably got arrested in Russia for like, you're teaching American Russian. He taught him how to say beer and potato. No, he knows vodka.
Reminds me of Stranger Things season's coming out. Last season. 3 parts.
How long has that been out?
This will be the 5th season. 5th and final season.
Never watched it.
Me
So
either.
good.
I don't know. I lived in the 80s. I don't think I want to watch. Like, that was not a good decade. You might disagree, but the 90s were way better.
Mm-hmm.
You working?
No, I don't know. I just think it's funny. Like, you typed in ankle, so I have to start showing some ankle.
I put an ankle porn too.
It's,
It's gonna do footfinder.com, but my YouTube stopped working. It was like giving me the loading screen when you pull anything up.
yeah. Let's see, service in here. There's not any good jokes. Or bad jokes.
I'm trying to think of the one they just told me at work.
Love a good joke. Or a bad joke. I like bad jokes.
I'm looking.
You look,
Inappropriate
looking up a joke?
jokes. Yeah. Not much jokes.
No, it is a joke that you know. Not a joke that you heard up the internet. Or an anecdote. I'm trying to learn some new ones. You guys haven't heard these ones, so I can tell them to you. Let me see. It's called about Murphy and O'Brien.
Hmm?
Murphy and O'Brien. You ever heard Murphy and O'Brien?
Mm-mm.
Well, Murphy and O'Brien, went out bear hunting. And they came to a fork in the road. And it said bear left. So they turned around and went home. Yeah. Murphy and O'Brien. Well, deer hunting. They were pulling this. They shot a deer and they were pulling it by its hind legs. And its antlers kept getting caught in the underbrush. And the guy comes out from behind a tree and he says, you know, if you pull that deer by the antlers, they won't get caught in the underbrush and it'll be a lot easier. So they start pulling it by the antlers. So Brian turns to Murphy and says, that guy was right. This is a lot easier. Murphy says, yeah, but we're getting further away from the truck. Oh, Murphy and O'Brien are out ice fishing. They drill a hole in the ice and drop their lines, and the disembodied voice says, there are no fish beneath the ice. So they move out a little further, drill a hole, drop their lines. Disembodied voice says, there are no fish beneath the ice. They move out a little further, drill a hole, about to drop their lines. Disembodied voice says, there are no fish beneath the ice. Murphy looks up, he says, is that you, Lord? The disembodied voice says, no, I'm the rink announcer. Murphy and O'Brien are out fishing on the pond in a boat. The bottle bumps up against the side of the boat. Genie pops out. He says, I can grant you one wish. O'Brien says, I wish this whole lake were Guinness. Murphy smacks him on the back of the head. He says, Jit! Now we have to pee in the boat. Murphy and O'Brien are out in the woods, walking along, and they find this old well. And they're looking at the well, and he says, I wonder how deep this well is. And Murphy says, oh, that's easy. He said, you just drop something down it, count the seconds, wait for it to splash, and then you times that by 32 feet per second squared. He said, and then minus a little bit for wind resistance. So Brian says, what are you going to drop down it? Murphy's looking around and he sees this big heavy log, so he picks up the big heavy log, drops it down the well. 1 hippopotamus, 2 hippopotamus, 3 hippopotamus, splash! Quick, multiply that by 32 feet per second squared. So 218. Minus some for wind resistance. Let's say 18 feet. So the depth of that well is about 200 feet deep. Just then, a goat runs between the two of them, jumps head first down the well. They look at each other like, wow, that's the damnedest thing. Next thing you know, a farmer comes up and he says, what seems to be going on here? He said, well, we just figured out the depth of this well. We figured it's about 200 feet deep. And the darndest thing happened. A goat came between the two of us, jumped head first down the well. Farmer says, well, thank goodness it wasn't one of my goats. He says, how do you know? The farmer says, all of my goats are tethered to big, heavy logs. Murphy got married to this French girl. and she's gonna cook dinner for the in-laws. She sends Murphy down to the store. She says she wants him to go pick up some snails at the snail shop. And she needs him back by 5 p.m. because she wants to have dinner on the table by 6. So off he goes. It's 4 o'clock. Off he goes. Goes down to the snail shop, picks up some nice fat juicy snails. But on his way home, he suffers from a bout of Irish constipation. He can't pass the bar room. So in he goes, and who should he see but his old friend, O'Brien. O'Brien says, Murphy, how the hell are you? He says, oh, I'm grand, thank you. O'Brien, how is this? Murphy says, oh, she's an angel. O'Brien says, oh, you're lucky. Mine's still alive. it's down. Your reaction to that is what's making me laugh. Oh. Anyway,
Anyway. Yeah. Okay.
he goes in and sits down, and he gets a pint. And he sees two guys, and they're talking. And Murphy starts listening in, and the one says to the other, he says, that's an interesting accent you have there. He said, where are you from? And I says to the other, he said, I'm from Ireland. And I says to the other, he said, honest to goodness, I'm from Ireland too. Let me buy you a shot. So he buys him a shot. And one says to the other one, back to the other one, he said, well, where in Ireland are you from? He said, oh, I'm from the county of Cork. And one says to the other, honest to goodness, I'm from the county Cork. Let me buy you a shot. So he says, well, where in the county of Cork are you from? He said, well, I'm from the city of Cork. Fuck, I'm from the city of Cork. He said, let me buy a pint. And he buys him a pint. And he goes to the other one. And he says, well, where in the county of, or the city of Cork? Where are you from? He says, oh, I was born and raised on the corner of O'Leary and Grand Street. For fuck's sake, I was born on the corner and raised on the corner of O'Leary and Grand Street. Murphy turns to the bartender. He says, what's going on here? The bartender says, it's the Shaughnessy twins. They're drunk again. Oh, anyway, Murphy leaving. He says it's 10 o'clock at night. He was supposed to be home by 5. Walking down the street, sees a guy tinkering under the hood of his car. He says, what seems to be the problem? Guy looks up and he says, piston broke. Murphy says, yeah, me too. And he headed down the street, walks into the church, walks up into the church, into the confessional. The priest at the front of the church thinks that Murphy might be in need of some spiritual guidance. So he heads into the confessional, slides the little window back, says, can I help you, my son? And Murphy says, yeah, is there any paper on your side? Anyway, Murphy gets out of there in one piece. He's headed down the street to home. Starts rounding the corner, but he sees his wife out on the front step, arms folded, tapping her foot. Thinking quickly, Murphy takes the snails, dumps them out to the bag, rounds the corner, and says, 5 more feet, lads. We're almost there. It really got you with the
Oh my gosh, yes.
He's still alive. Yes. You're lucky.
What's still free? Still alive.
A man's still alive. Yes, it is. There we are.
Beautiful.
Oh, hello, Mickey. Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're the funniest from Mama. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. You take me by the heart, but you take me by the hand. Oh, Mickey, don't break my heart, Mickey.
Beautiful. Mhm.
That person whose name is Mickey probably hates that fucking song.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like, God fucking damn it. Oh, Mickey, you're the fun from Mama. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. Oh.
Beautiful.
All right, thanks for tuning in, my YouTube peoples. Don't miss next time when we're gonna do something completely different, because every day is different.
Every day is different.
Just